Hey guys, so we're doing a mukbang and talking about women issues and stuff.
Yep.
Just talking about, other things that, is like trending on social media. We already started eating because we was hungry and we didn't want to wait. But anyway, do you want to start off or do you want me to start off saying something? Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is my sister. Anyway, so we were having a conversation with our dad about a topic concerning like basically the thing that's happening now, where people think it's like love me for the way I am, flaws and all, and accept that, like just whatever, accept that, no questions asked. And I think that the lines kind of got blurred a little bit with that, because it's like we're so quick to be like, accept me for the way I am, but then turn around and it's like, oh, but you could do this, you could do that. But it's like, what about you, yourself? And I think honestly it's in the delivery, it's in the intention. And yeah. And the first thing I would say that kind of makes me upset is just the fact that sometimes it feels like there's no improvement with people, and it's like they just get stuck in, or they get content with being mediocre.
Right.
And wouldn't you want to be better? You got anything to say?
Along with that, I just feel like a lot of times when people get into a relationship, they go in thinking of what they want and not thinking about, hey, what will that other person want me to do, us to do, together. It's not a one-way thing, it's a two-way thing. It's both of you guys, not just one of you guys.
Yeah. And one thing, as a disclaimer, we are no relationship expert. We're just basing it off of our own experiences and other people's experiences that we witnessed.
Yes. And
so I'm 22 years old. I don't know a lot about relationships. I know just a handful of things, but I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh, I know the formula, because it's really no formula, to be honest.
Because every situation is different.
Yeah, what works for you may not work for them.
Exactly.
And vice versa.
And another thing is, when you go into a relationship, in my experience...
Oh, I'm sorry, not to cut you off. I forgot. I'm eating chicken and waffles from Tony's. And she was eating an egg omelet, a cheese egg omelet that she ate all.
That I ate all.
And some waffles too.
Yes, and some home fries, I guess that's what they call it. Looks more like chopped up potatoes.
Yeah, with no salt on it. Where's the salt?
But,
you pass me the salt. No. Thanks.
You made me forget what I was going to say.
Sure,
but a lot of times when people start a relationship, they base it off of, the now. What can they get now? What can they get out of the now? Instead of, focusing on how their relationship is going to be in the long term as well. Because
I wish I had some mumbles off.
Because, things change, people change, and once that honeymoon stage is over, it starts to get real. And it's great. It's great when people, still stick out to the end after that stage is done. Because I think that's beautiful. But a lot of times people just have, one, they have little expectation, and also they have too high of an expectation, and they're never balanced.
Mm-hmm.
They have a little or too much expectation for that person and for themselves as well. But, you know, I just think that if you just come together and work together, you can get it done. You know, it's not that hard. We make it hard. We make it difficult. And it's pretty simple. Like, and it shouldn't be a job. It should be something that you love to do, you know? Because sometimes people, you know, don't like their jobs and stuff like that.
Adding to that, I do think that a lot of us go into relationships thinking that we can handle certain things, or I guess what is the word, like lowering our standards.
Yeah.
Knowing good and well that we know we can't handle the situation.
Mm-hmm.
If you wouldn't do that before, why would you think that you can do it now?
Exactly.
And I understand that certain, you know, things that you go through in life, it may change your perspective on certain things. But if it's something that you really were passionate about and really were passionate about and really like felt like you were against it, why would you think that you can? Why would you think that you can handle it now? Like it's weird. Like, for example, I don't believe in polygamy. I'm not gonna sit here just because I like the person. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, I like you. Let me try it out. Nope. I know I can't handle it. Nope. I'm not setting myself up for that because I know I'm gonna fail, and I know it's gonna be a bigger issue than what it is to certain people. And I'm not gonna get into that. No. Like, some people may be strong. Some people may be like, oh, I don't like it at first, and then try it, and they're like, oh, honey, it's not that bad. But me, no.
If you know you can't
I don't even want to try it.
Exactly. If you know you cannot handle something, don't force yourself into that situation to try to handle it, because 10 times out of 10, you know it's not going to work out.
No. Because I just don't feel like, you know, people be like, you never know till you try.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes.
But like you have that feeling.
Sometimes you try it and it turns out worse than what it is.
Exactly.
And I'm not trying to say always play it safe, but if it's something that you're really passionate about, well, I think that you can handle it when you know you can. Like, I don't really think that that's wise to do. Also, when it comes to like being able to not necessarily, I just lost my train of thought. I'm trying to say something. It's not coming out. It's in my brain, but I can't get it out. So you can go ahead and speak, since what I'm trying to say is not coming out.
The thing is, if that other person that you're trying to be with knows and kind of sees that certain things, you know, you can't, you can't handle certain things, then I feel like they should be more understanding and not try to put you through that situation. Vice versa. Like, if you know that you love this person a lot, and you know that certain things that you do, they don't like, certain things that you want them to do, they just can't handle, don't force it on them, because it's just ridiculous. Like, you could have avoided a lot of, you know, arguments and tension by just communicating and, you know, paying attention to the needs that they need.
And vice versa.
That they have. Vice versa. Exactly. It's both sides.
Oh, that looks terrible. Anyway, so also I just want to bring up that I had watched this video of this lady saying, was it a video or audio recording? I don't remember. But anyway, the lady was saying that let me find a good black man, then and I'm gonna fight whatever. And I'm just thinking in my head after listening to that, I'm just like, but if you're in a great relationship and it's a good man, why would he put you in a position to need to fight?
Right.
Like, if I had to fight tooth and nail just so that I can have you exclusively all together 100%, why would I want you? Because you'd rather put me through hell than to work towards something together as a team, and me and you against the world. Then you rather it be me and you against each other with added stuff from the world.
The thing is,
that doesn't make sense to me.
Something?
Why would I want that? No, I don't want to fight you to be with you. I want to fight with you against the world.
Exactly. The saying is that I love a lot is it's me and you against the situation. It's not me against you through the situation. Because in order to get through that struggle, we have to come together.
Right.
We have to come together as a, couple, unity, and try to fix whatever the damage was, caused and stuff like that. And a lot of times, people just get so stressed out and bent out of shape that they start to point the finger at each other instead of just coming together and understanding that, yes, we go through certain situations, but we need to understand that we're both adults and that we need to...
Have you seen any adults today?
Right. We need to figure out how to fix it and how not to do it again. That's very simple.
I get that when it comes to that, but oh crap. I get that when you say we need to be adults, but in this day and age, what is an adult? Because when we were a kid, we always saw that the adults were basically the saviors, the one who knew everything, the one who had the solutions to every problem. But as you get older and you become an adult, you're still like, I don't know what's going on. So it's like, when you say we need to be adults, what does that mean? Like, if I just say that we need to better ourselves and be more understanding toward the other person. We need to take responsibility. Not necessarily be adults, because an adult is just a wide spectrum of things that really can't fit into one category.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. And also adding to, being able to come together and fight as one. I would say that that's kind of easier said than done in the beginning, because it's like you're so used to, I need to take care of myself, I need to defend myself, I need to make sure that I'm looking out for myself, because sometimes people are not always there around you to even do that, or you feel like it's just you who's fighting for yourself and everyone else is just BS and not helping you out with stuff. But I think that it all to be in that good relationship, you need to unlearn certain toxic behaviors and let go of some of that toxicity, because it's not helping your relationship. And I'm speaking to myself, honestly, because sometimes you just gotta pick and choose your battles. Sometimes it's really not that big of a deal when you really sit and think about it, and sometimes your mind could be really overthinking and make you see things that are really not there.
Yeah.
And I think that that's honestly what, being an adult is, in my opinion, to realize your issues and to taking responsibility and trying to be better and not just being content with the mediocrity that you are now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And trying to not fall back into the same mistake. Learning that what you did is what you did, but understanding that you cannot do it again. Because if you do it again, it might have, more consequences than it was before.
Right.
But I totally agree with the whole coming together and stuff like that. But as you realize, once you start getting into a relationship, that it's not just about you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to start thinking about, that other person. And yes, sometimes when you are in an argument, that the defense mechanism comes up and you want to defend yourself and stuff like that. That happens. It happens even with other people, like your spouse, your sibling, your mother, your parents.
We do have, sorry to cut you off, but we do have to be careful with giving people advice, because I feel like we need to first work on ourselves and
exactly.
we need to work on ourselves, and we need to basically understand what our weaknesses and our strengths are in the relationship before we say what needs to happen is you need to be honest and all this. Like, we're still young. We don't have all the answers. Like, I go to my grandmother who's been married over 45 years for advice on relationships. I go to other people who's been together for many, many years. Why would I, I'm sorry. Why would I get advice from someone who doesn't have a successful, relationship?
Yeah.
And why would I be giving advice about relationships when I am not really qualified in that area? You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, and what needs to be done? No, I'm saying what works for me.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because everybody's entitled to their opinion. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. But like,
I cannot eat all this. This is too much food.
But yeah, for real, like, if you love that person, then you would want to, do what's best for that person, and for yourself too, because you can't be the best to that person if you're not good yourself,